Hello my dear viewers, welcome back. In this video we are going to study the lesson number 24 of grade 4 EVS, that is Journey of the Cloud. If you want the other lessons of EVS grade 4, you can check the playlist of my channel. You can easily get from there. So in this lesson we will know about the earth as a shelter of all living beings, has air, soil and water which are essential for us to live, and we will recognize the importance of air and soil, and we will recognize the changes that occur during different seasons. Dear children, here is a picture of cloud and it is telling, "Hi children, I am cloud, I am far above the earth. It is very beautiful to see the earth from the height." What is this? See here, a cloud is telling it is very far away from the earth, right? It will be seen on the sky. So it is very beautiful to see the earth from the height of cloud. So first the cloud is showing the seashore. Seashore means beach, okay, and it is telling how cool it is. Row of coconut palms, the waves striking the shore create foam and floating on the wind. And now cloud is going little up and it is saying, "Hey, what have come to? How hot it is. There are heaps of sand everywhere. So strong wind is blowing, no trees are seen." This is desert. Children, in the desert area, you cannot find any trees because in the desert no trees can be grown. Trees need soil to grow, and in the desert there will be no soil particles which allow the plants to grow. And then now cloud is going up and it is telling, "I have risen up. Oh, how broad and flat it is. It is very fertile as the flowing rivers bring fertile soil with them." This is a plain. What is this? This is a plain and it is very green and it is very suitable for the agriculture. So in this plain area wind will blow very fast, and in the plains it is good to grow agriculture because here the soil is very fertile. Fertile means the soil constituents will be more to grow the agriculture compared to other soil, okay. Now here it is floating higher and higher. Cloud is going higher and higher, and now the place where cloud is now is called plateau. This region is broad and even. It is little bit above the sea level. After the plateau, the cloud have risen little up and it is seeing the mountain range. It is nearly 600 meters high, and see here rivers are flowing down and the flowing rivers joins the valley. And how small the rivers looks like, right? Yes, but it is 600 meters high. Okay, now the cloud is moving little up and it is telling the narrow region between two hills is the valley. Sometimes we can see the rivers flowing in the valley. Now the cloud is telling, "Oh, here is waterfall also." A waterfall forms when the water falls from the top of the hill to the deep depth. Okay, and look here children, what a beautiful scene. And tell me the name of waterfall that you know, children. If you have been to tour or trip with your teacher, with your family, with your friends, maybe you have seen the waterfall, right? Yes, so you have to tell the name of the waterfall that you know. Okay, now cloud is telling it is very strong wind. I am now raising up again from hills, valley and waterfalls, and the blow of wind is increasing. That means if we go higher and higher from the earth, the wind blowing will increase. Now here cloud is telling, "Oh God, I am near the mountain." What are you thinking? Do you want to know what is mountain? That is very high hill. So children, what is mountain? A very high hill is mountain, and it is more than 1000 meters above the sea level, and at some place it is covered with snow. Mountains are covered with snow. Then The mountain covered with the snow, which is famous all over the world, is to the north of our country. On the north of our country, there is a mountain which is covered with snow. Do you know? Do you know the name of the mountain?
It is Himalayan mountain.
You already know about hills and mountains. Will you write the difference between the hills and mountains in the spaces given? Children, tell me, what is the difference between mountains and hills? In the hills, rivers will flow, and in the mountains, it will be covered with snow, and the hills will be small and the mountains will be big. Okay, now the cloud is telling it is getting very cold as the wind rises up. The water vapor that I carry will turn into water drops, right? The water vapor which clouds carry will turn into water drops, and it will fall down on the earth in the form of rain, right? Yes, so here cloud is telling, run home children before you get wet. If you will stand in the rain, what will happen? You will get wet, right? Yes, so cloud is telling, move fast before you get wet. Okay, now you have read the journey of cloud, isn't it children? Yes. Now the seashores, deserts, plains, plateaus, hills and mountains are the beautiful creatures, are the beautiful features of the earth, and some of them will be in our surrounding also, right? You have to identify near your home what are the features of the earth will you see. Okay, now here some of the answer the following questions are there. We need to answer this with the help of the cloud. With the help of the cloud, whatever we have learned now we have to answer that. Okay, first, how high are the hills from the sea level? The hills are 600 meters above from the sea level. Okay, next, what is the narrow land found between two mountains called? The narrow land found between two mountains called as valley. Name three famous waterfalls of our state. So children, in which state do we live? We live in state Karnataka state, right? Now we have to name any three waterfalls. Children, do you know the names of the waterfalls? Yes, you can write Jog Falls and Agumbe Falls, Manikdhara Falls. Okay, whichever you know, you can write here. Next, where is fertile soil found? Fertile soil will be found in the plains. Okay, now human beings, animals, birds, insects and varieties of plants are living in different places of earth, that you know. Air, water and soil are also the important part of life on the earth. Now we will study about air. Children, air is very necessary for us to breathe, right? Without air, we cannot breathe. Now observe this picture. Factories and vehicles are letting out smoke. The smoke enters the air and pollutes it. You know that breathing of this polluted air causes diseases, right? Yes, because it is very impure air. If we breathe these air, we may get diseases. Now here, how to prevent air pollution? Write it in 4 lines. Children, how to prevent air pollution? Air pollution can be prevented by using renewable resources in the factories, in the industries. Renewable resources means what? Renewable resources means natural resources. If we use natural resources in the factories, it will let the smoke will come out of the factories will be not so much impure. And how to prevent air pollution of vehicles? We have to use the vehicles which is having fuel efficiency. If we use the vehicles with fuel efficiency, we can prevent air pollution. Okay. Now water. Children, water is very essential for all living beings, right? Yes, and you have already studied about water and its importance in your previous lessons. Now observe this picture. Dirty water and rain water are joining the river, right? Now some people are washing their vehicles in that water only, and some people are washing clothes and utensils. So water is getting polluted, and the polluted water is not suitable for use. Now write the steps that you can take to prevent pollution of
Pollution
air?
of water.
We have to reduce the waste of the industry to go into the water, and we have to prevent the washing of vehicles, animals, utensils, clothes in the water. Okay, now next is soil. Soil is very important part for living beings. Soil is necessary for the growth of plants, to build houses and to make bricks, etc. But nowadays the soil is being polluted due to overuse of plastics and chemical fertilizers, because plastics and chemical fertilizers will not decompose, will not mix with the soil. It will remain as it is and it will cause pollution. Now what to do to prevent soil pollution? How do we prevent soil pollution? We can prevent soil pollution by reusing the plastics and by recycling the plastics and by using less plastics and chemical fertilizers. Okay, now prevent air, water and soil from being polluted, and we have already studied the steps to prevent these pollutions, right? Yes. Why we should prevent these air, water and soil to be polluted? Because they are very essential for us and other living beings to live. Okay, next, now we will study about weather and climate. See children, you have to observe the following pictures and match with the correct sentences. Here on the left side you can see the pictures, you have to match with the right side. First is sun is very hot. Next it is cloudy, then it is raining. Here wind is blowing. So the situation given above in the pictures show that the changes that occur in a day. This is called weather. Okay, now remember that you have learnt about weather in your previous classes. In your previous classes you have learnt about weather. Yes, so the weather changes as per the days. Okay, now the weather is changing during the day or day by day. The weather of a place is observed for a period of 30 to 35 years. The sum of this long time weather is called climate. Okay, now there is a relationship between climate and life of people. Dress of the people, the construction of houses, industries and crops depend on the climate of that particular place. The houses with slopy roof can be seen in the places of heavy rainfall. The crops such as jowar, ragi, etc. is grown in very hot places with scanty rainfall. So now we have to write the differences between weather and climate. Weather changes day by day, but climate will not change day by day, right? Yes, and also we can write weather of a place is observed for a period of 30 to 35 years. So the period of 30 to 35 years is climate. Okay, next, you have summer vacations in April and May, right? Yes. How will the weather condition be in your place at that time? See children, during the summer vacation, how will be the weather of your place? It will be hot and sunny, right? Yes. After summer holidays, the school reopens, and at the time of the school reopens, you will be having rainy season, right? Yes. So seasons occur due to the changes in weather condition. Generally there are 3 seasons: summer season, rainy season and winter season. Here some situations are given, right, which season they belong to. Bathing in cold water, in which season do you do? Summer season. Wearing woolen clothes and to feel warm, winter season. Sitting under the fan, summer season. Moving about wearing raincoats, rainy season. Trees shedding leaves, winter season. Using an umbrella, rainy season. So we change according to situation, right? Yes. Now there is heat in summer season. There is a change in the clothes you wear and food you eat. Now tell me, what type of food do you eat in summer season? We eat cold food, right? Yes, we eat cold drinks, kulfi, watermelon, etc. The fruits which contains water we eat, and we eat cold foods. Now what type of clothes do you wear in summer season? We used to wear cotton clothes, because cotton keeps us cool. Right, yes. Now there is water everywhere in rainy season. People walk holding umbrellas, and sometimes you see lightning in the sky, and immediately after a few seconds you hear the sound of thunder. These are all the things will happen in the rainy season. Now observe this picture and write its name here. What is this, children? This is rainbow. Yes, when does a rainbow occur? Rainbow occur during rainy season. How many colors can you identify in the rainbow? Write their names. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. The season which is very cold is called winter season. In this season, people wear warm clothes. Trees shed their leaves in winter season. Make a list of food items eaten during winter. So children, during the winter season, what do you eat? You eat hot food, right? Hot and spicy food. Pakoda, samosa, etc. you will eat, right? Yes. Next, summer season, rainy season, winter season cause many changes in the life of people. They influence the dress, costume, crops and food habits. Now children, here some of the information is there. Do you know the Himalayan mountain range is 2400 km long and is covered with snow? Valley will be V or U shaped. The plateau of Tibet is called the roof of the world. The soil that is deposited by the rivers is called alluvial soil. The Thar desert is on the west of India. Mullayanagiri is the highest peak in Karnataka. Its height is about 1925 meters from the sea level. Inhaling polluted air causes diseases like tuberculosis and asthma. Pre-monsoon and post-monsoon winds bring rain to India. More than half of the land surface is plain land. Kashmir is the valley region in the North India. There are 7 colors in the rainbow, but these 7 colors are not visible clearly. Vibgyor is the English word used to remember the colors in the rainbow. These letters represent the beginning letter of the colors, that is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Okay, so this is all about your lesson number 24. As I have told you, if you want the more lessons of EVS grade 4, you can check the playlist of my channel. Thanks for watching.